Welcome back, and it's time for some more 2 Point Campus. So, in my last video, I got 3 stars for Spiffinmoore. Sometimes I just forget the level name. So, my playthrough for that was a little bit short because I did have 3 videos that the video wasn't recording. I covered it a bit in the last video. So, I have year 4 and 5, and in the meantime, between videos, I just worked on upgrading Spiffinmoore a little bit more. So I'm just going to give a quick fly through and show what I finished for that. And then it's on to Fluffborough. I think that's the name. So here we go. Time to load up Spiffinmoore and just see what I finished. So I got through a few more years. Finished off year 9, and the average grade ratings A's. Student happiness is pretty high. Campus levels 30. And in year 10, 144 students. So let's just continue on, do a quick fly through, and then back to the map and doing the next level. Man, this is a great game. Definitely one of the best campus developers I've played. The only one that really comes close, well, I mean, 2 Point Hospital is very similar, but outside of this studio, there was City Skylines is really good, but it definitely is a lot more complex. You have to be really good at organizing the roads to get really good at that game. Okay, so I'll give a quick pause. A whole bunch of graduates. Wow, look at all those graduates. So just send them off.
May or may not pay off.
So I've upgraded basically all the items. I have kept most of the stuff in the first 2 buildings pretty similar, pretty much the same. I didn't really need to add anything to those. I think in the last video I upgraded the library a bit and just put a few more of the fancy bookcases in, but you don't really need to do it too much with that. So then the second building, I did improve the training facility quite a bit because I just wanted to get a lot of teachers trained. So a bunch of brain pods. You can see learning power is 18%, improved training 100, improved training 100. So because of this campus and magic, 100% is from, I think, potions, and 100% is
There's a fly in here.
from the spell classes, and then I'm not quite sure of everything. Like it kind of reads different when the year is going, but yeah, everything is pretty good for there. And I've just been constantly setting everybody to upgrade. So you have to keep your security pretty high because in the last little while, invaders have been getting away. So I guess after you hit the 3 stars, it starts incrementally increasing the invaders level a fair bit. So some security you want to level up, but you also want to make sure that uh, your Janders can do other things. So with this, what I've been doing for the teachers is there's 2 courses. So I've been doing dark art, wizardry, and then for the third one, I pick inspirational speaking because I think that's a pretty good one. Private tuition you could put in, but I don't think that's really worth it. Inspirational speaking has a chance to inspire students, so that's a good one. And then research increases it by 20% each level. It's just once you hit as high as you have to for the items in your level. So for the potions class, you have the cauldron. For the spell class, you have the dueling circle. Once those are upgraded, you don't need a researcher anymore. So there's not much point in putting too many points into that. So we're going to go with inspirational speaking. So dark art, wizard, and inspirational speaking is a good choice for wizards for this level. And I think I have wizardry up to 8 at the moment. I'll quickly check that before finishing off this level. Just make sure that I'm not going to start a new year, but just make sure that when I do come back to this level eventually, the training center is doing everything it needs to. So everybody is queued to be trained up. My average yearly profit is 218. I think I get quite a bit more because of the experience bonuses, because in year 9 I was getting like about 70 or 80,000 every month. So Alright, so I have 20 course points waiting. It's not enough to level up either of these. So I think with it shows you what your max qualification level is. That basically means that when you send teachers to the training facility, they'll never be able to go above that level for training. So for wizards, it means that it's going to improve it by a fair amount every level. Just it can't go above level 7. And for dark wizards, can't go above level 6. So it's usually one higher than what your current course level is. So anyway, that's my training room, and I put quite a bit of the brain pods in. It was costly, but I want to get the training done as quick as I can. You could always make a really, really big room and hopefully and just kind of pump more and more in to make the speed go faster. But it's weird because it says my learning power is 18, but the brain pods here, there are 20 of them altogether, and if each one offers 4, then that should be 80%, and then each one of these is 1% learning power, so 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So I didn't see that number anywhere. I'm not exactly sure how it really calculates everything, but it should be 86%, not 18. And then I put another dorm up here with shower, bathroom, so I have more students that can go in here, and then I need to put in another spell room, but this is kind of the extra area, and more topiaries, more of the nature items, and then the racetrack, because I did add a speed walking club to the course as well. But it's not really that big of a deal. So just playing through for a few years, I did get quite a few of the career goals done. So we have, what is it? So the Nature Club, 303 students, and I just needed 250, so we get the silver bonus for that. For student accommodations, we're getting the gold now, so I've earned over 10 million from rent. So that's one more gold. Medical care, that's another gold. I've cured over 100 medical issues, so I pretty much wiped that one out. Genders, 250 genders, so another gold. And Rising Staff Award, so this is a silver. And I need to win the Rising Staff Award 30 more times. And that takes care of all the career goals that I can get for Kudosh. Okay. So for this level, I do need to put in another lecture theater and another spell room. I'm not going to do that now because I'm basically done with this level, but you also have, this is where you get the bookworm collector quest for the first time, I think. It's a pain to do because every time that I'm building up a campus, that's when the bookworms appear, and I can't really click on them because if you're editing a room, then you have either the plus or the minus square or usually an item, and when you try and click on the bookworm, it doesn't do anything. So they always pop up at the worst times. Anyway, that's it for Spiffinmoore, and now on to the next one. Looks pretty good. The research room doesn't have anything left to do except for just things that earn kudosh or earn money, and I get enough income that I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, the invaders, I guess, are a pretty high level now because my guys keep on escaping. So yeah, what can I do? I just have to keep leveling up the security. Alright, so that is it for Spiffinmoore, and on to the next level. Save and quit. Alright, so this one I think is... so you're working on something called Cheeseball, and I think it's sports themed. You can kind of tell by the picture here. And 250 to start, so you're already a little bit better off than the last level. And here we go, starting the next one. So... I don't know what this is supposed to be, like some... Not quite football, not quite soccer. Something similar to basketball, who knows? But we shall see how it goes. Alright, so yeah, you definitely have a nice little field there. And so this is the first time doing this level. So this is my this is where I'm going in blind now, and we'll just see if my ability to play this game pays off when I really have no idea what I'm expecting. So we got a blimp flying over, and we start off with a fair-sized building. Now, let's see what the guys are going to say.
This, please drink some water.
We,
Thank you.
well, we don't have any water yet. So, the Daily Rhymes. Welcome to Fluffborough, the birthplace of Cheeseball, 2 Point County's favorite pastime. The sport has evolved in recent years, now favoring lighter, less edible materials. But the inaugural Cheesy Goblet winners have been left in the past, never repeating their former glory. Every year, cheeseball clubs from all over 2 Point County compete for the Cheesy Goblet, presented by Cheesy Gubbins, and one team is spread on the crackers of history forever. Okay, so the course info is academic exercise. Student intake is 10. We're going to drop that down to 8, of course, because you always go with multiples of 8s. Whatever happened to the days of grassroots cheeseball when the sport was played by teams with more cheese than sense? I don't know, nobody means. Those were simpler times when a big pile of money guaranteed to be better than the rest.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
Now you turn up and you've probably never even heard of Cheeseball. Of course I haven't, it's made up. Honestly, it's people like you who ruin the game for wealthy owners like me. So I guess our advisor is Jumbo McNally. There's still time to stop. Don't play Cheeseball. Trust me, you won't like it. We don't have a choice, bro. Alright, so our first objective is boiling down here. Our students are sure to get hot. Place down air conditioning to keep people cool on warm weather campuses. So we don't get the radiators, don't have to worry about radiators anymore. So now it's air conditioning. Aircon units unlocked. So spend 15 course points. So that's our first objective. Alright, so there we go. And can take up to 15 students. So let's see, yeah, 16. Okay. Alright, so we're getting...
Stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Okay, so we're getting 16 students in. So first thing we have to do is get a cheeseball field. So that's our new course, I guess. And it's all the way near the bottom. One thing I wish this game would do is kind of eliminate the courses that you don't have in this level. So like it'd be nice to, like, if you don't learn or don't add the course for battleground or jousting or spells or potions, it'd be nice if it wouldn't appear until you actually learn it in the course management. So I finally found something to gripe about. Alright, so the minimum size is 9 by 14 for a cheeseball field. So is there enough room here? So 14 by 9. Okay. Alright, so let's make this a little bit more even as far as that appears. So yeah, if I'd rather have it a little bit away from the building, that way if I have to extend this out a square, I can. Alright, so I need a cheese course, and let's put that, yeah, right there. Let's sort of line it up so it's even. Okay, and let's put in the entrance.
Some are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Okay, so let's have the entrance just one square down. That way if we have to put a garbage bin here, we can. Alright, so let's put in a garbage bin, because we're always going to need one of those. And we can't put in a hand sanitizer. So, like with how I started the last level, even though it wasn't actually recorded, I'm going to start by doing kind of the bare minimum as far as buildings to put in. So I'll make the rooms a fair size, but you don't have to worry, I don't think, about the cost. Like, the cost of the room it's set as a standard. So I guess if I made this room one bigger, it wouldn't increase the cost. So you can make the room as big as you want, I suppose, and then just work from there. So I might make the dormitory a bit bigger just to, as I'm setting everything up, but I don't have to fill it with beds when I first start. Just like
Doesn't mean what you think it means.
just like I don't have to fill up the bathroom with 30 toilets and don't have to fill up the showers. So that's what I was doing at the beginning of Spiffinmoore. I just put in 2 toilets, 2 showers, 1 sink, and then when I finally did get more money, that's when I improved everything. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of new stuff to do, a bunch of banners for this. We're not going to bother with that yet, so now we need a lecture theater, and let's see. So where can I unlock plots? Okay, so it doesn't look like this is unlockable. So we have a plot here, and that's 1, 2 plots, 3, that's my main one, 4, 5, okay, can't unlock that, and okay, so there's 5 plots that we can extend out to if we need to. But, I mean, I got through Spiffinmoore with using very few, so we're going to stick with kind of the basics to begin with. Now, a lecture theater. So let's make the lecture theater, this is a 7 slot one, so you need a 4x4, so let's make the lecture theater a 5x4 at first, and we're going to put you at the far end. Then I'm going to put the door in here, and this is where I'm probably going to put the bathroom to start. So, door, the stands, make sure that is fairly lined up, and then the lecture hall. And we'll put the lecture hall, you know what, let's line it up with a square here. So it's a little bit off center, but it still looks fairly nice. Now, we need, we'll put in a garbage bin right beside the lecturer, and sanitizer. Oh, we're also going to need a air conditioner. I almost forgot about that. So, yeah, in the last level, if you put in too many heaters, it would probably get dark red like this. You want to aim for yellow if you can. I guess that means that it. I guess that's the sweet spot in this game. So, very basic lecture hall to start. And we've already leveled up our campus. So now we are going to do the bathroom. Let's make the bathroom a 3x4 to start. And let's do... Now, even though I'm trying to avoid spending too much money, I still like sticking with the gold toilets because they just seem to be a much better option. Let's do a sink, a garbage bin in the corner, and a hand sanitizer. Alright, so that's it for the bathroom for now. We're also quickly going to put a little bit of food here before we get too far in, so I don't mind spending a little bit more on the vending machines, but I'm going to put a garbage bin beside... Now I'm going to put the vending machines beside the bathroom and then a garbage bin. So, 2 vending machines, a garbage bin, and I'm not going to put a hand sanitizer there yet. Okay, so now we need a dormitory. And the dormitory, it's okay to kind of go a little bit overboard as far as the size of it goes. So there's 13 spots to work with. Actually, I'm going to switch this up and, oops, and make it so that it's on this side. And then I'm going to put the shower in here and just have something. And then, actually, no, I am going to put it on the far side here. And then the shower can go up here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 3 squares is a good size for a shower. So I'm going to make the dormitory a little bit bigger. And I'm going to put the door, 1 door closest to the shower and 1 door closest to here. So 2 doors doesn't really hurt. And let's just keep it fairly basic. Let's have our main items close to the door. But not too much that when we have to rearrange, we go too overboard. So I like starting with the star bed. That's usually my year one. So we have 16 students coming in, so we're going to need at least 4 beds. So let's keep the dormitory very basic, and then a shower, So I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. So there are 6 squares. So I'm going to do is a 3x2. Oops. And then I'm going to put a student dorm in. And let's put the shower so it's like this. And then this is going to be where I put my student dorm. So we're going to have 2 showers and a sink. And yeah, let's put the sink here. I don't know if a garbage bin is really necessary or if a sanitizer is, because I mean the whole point of the shower is to everything in here is hygienic, so I guess we don't really need that. So I guess the shower room's done, and then the student lounge I'm going to put in and put it like this and actually increase the square by 1. So the student lounge is a fair size and everything sort of lines up, but we're going to keep it very basic. So we want our couch and we want an arcade table, and let's do a kitchen sink. Let's have that kitchen sink right there, a fridge, and a microwave. Actually, let's make them look a different color, because why does everything always have to look the same? So I went with the green color, and the microwave is here, so let's make that green as well. Alright, so we have the start of a nice little room here. We have some entertainment, and does it count as entertainment and something else? So I went with the arcade table, entertainment, and friendships, and that should be good for my student lounge. So the only other thing we need is the teacher now, and then we can basically start the year. Iron bladder, so there's a decent choice to start. So let's have you go in there. Okay. Alright, so we are hit level 3, and we can actually upgrade once more. So we could probably get up to 24 students. The only problem with that is that we might need another room. But, you know, if we do, we have quite a bit saved up, so I was like, we're setting a default, and let's see if we can get up to 24. No, I don't want to send the... Okay, so let's actually stick with 16. So let's increase the tuition by just a touch and take in 16 students. Okay, there we go. So I think that's a pretty good start. So we got our bathroom, we have our shower, we have some food in here, and the only other thing we really need is the staff lounge. So let's put in a staff lounge, and then we will start off the year. We have a lecture theater, we have a library. Oh, we don't have a library yet. I probably should put in a library, so I'm going to put the library and make it a 5x4. Yeah, I think that's a good amount. And then it's good sometimes to have the doors as close. Actually, probably not a great idea to have the doors as close as possible. Like, here might be okay. Actually, I'm going to move the door over to this side. And then the shower, if I need to put in a third one, I probably could. Actually, no, I don't think that's... You know, the staff lounge does get busy, so maybe I will change that a little bit. So we have a library and the student lounge there, so let's put in a giant library, just because I tend to like those more. Now, let's put in... Okay, so one of each of the bookcases. Now, as I said before, I kind of like setting it up so it's red, yellow, blue, kind of like an American theme, except instead of white, we got blue, we got red. Let's put that closer to the corner, and the study cubicle is the yellow. So we want it so that they are somewhat lined up. Alright, so there we go, and that saves a fair amount of space. Then we just need to put in probably a record cubicle. Where is the garbage bin? So we want a garbage bin and hand sanitizer. Oh, I keep forgetting about the air conditioning. Okay, so we have an air conditioner there. I didn't put one in the bathroom, so let's quickly fix that. So the bathroom's going to be pretty small. That's kind of tight at the moment. Let's put in, can the air conditioner fit in this corner? Yes, it can. Maybe not. Okay, it did a second ago. Okay, so there we go. Sometimes just rotating it helps out a bit. And let's put the air conditioner in this room, closest to the sink. So there we go. So that should keep everything a little bit cooler. Now our room here is very, very warm. Okay. So it looks like... It's weird. You would think that's where the buttons are, that would be the front. But I guess for this, it's not. Alright, so that cools off the room a little bit. We don't have to go too overboard because at the beginning they're not going to be using all this space, but just to be on the safe side, there we go. Now, I don't know if I have to get to green or what it is, but anyway. We also need a bookcase, and while we're at it, let's just quickly check. So we still have a fair amount of money to start. Let's see if there's a sports bookcase to unlock. And there is, academic exercise bookcase. So might as well unlock that while we're here. And can this move over anymore? Yes, it can move to there. So for certain things, you definitely want to make sure that you are using the space as much as you can. And I'm not going to fill this area up with a whole bunch of covers or anything yet. Okay, so why is this... Okay, so sometimes you get a little error when you put in a room, but that's fixed now. And let's put in... Okay, so the last thing was the staff room. I'm probably going to need a medical office soon because I can't imagine not needing one for this level. So we're just going to do a very simple staff room. Stick with the brown couch because I'm pretty sure that relationships don't matter as far as the teachers go. If I'm wrong, then maybe I'll find that out eventually, but let's see. Let's also make sure that they do have food because it's one thing that teachers always kind of gripe about. So we have our tea table and we have our snack table. Let's see. Can the garbage fit in? Yes, it can fit in. You just have to hold control. So sometimes it does pay to try and use that. I can actually inch that over a tiny bit more and then pick up the garbage, and there we go. Alright, so that, and then I'm going to put the hand sanitizer on the outside. So let's just cancel that for now. So they have a decent staff room for the time being. They can recover energy in there. And like I said, let's put a hand sanitizer on the outside there. Let's put one just outside the library. And did I put one inside the... No, I didn't even put one inside the students' room. So you definitely want to make sure that the students are staying nice and clean and healthy. I don't need to necessarily put a garbage outside the room, but I will put one on the inside. And so I'll put some garbages just around, so... oh, that's what else I wanted to do. So I'm going to try putting the door here. Okay, so this should keep the area here from getting too cluttered. And that finishes off the shower room. Now let's add a little bit of seating. I do like the benches. So we'll put 1, 2 outside there. And is there room outside the library? Yeah, let's put some outside the library and one outside the staff lounge. That should help. And a garbage bin just beside there to fill up that little square. Now, I haven't put any posters or rugs down, but I will get there. So I have my library, I have my lecture hall. I don't have a janitor hired yet. So let's get one that has. Oh shoot, he's a lollygagger. Um, okay, so it's not really a good choice. We are going to need a librarian, so let's get you in there. And what is our other assistant? He's a medic. He's squeaky clean. So let's hire him because I'm pretty sure when it comes to sports, I don't know if we're going to need a pastor for this level. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure we're going to need a medical office. I mean, we needed it for the Knights and we needed it for the Wizards. So let's put one in before we start. And all you really need is just the Omnicure. The desk is not required. And for 1%, it's not really worth it. So you could fit 3 of these in or one desk. And I don't think that the desk is needed. So there we go. And we have 16 students coming in. We have a little bit of room to expand the library if we needed. And then we have this whole area that if I need to extend the dorm out, I can always do that. I could extend from here 2 squares out and then just fill this entire area if I wanted to. Alright, so I think that's a pretty good start. There's no rooms that I'm really missing yet. So I have the bathroom, I have the shower. I don't have a student union, but I can wait to build that. I have my lecture theater, and I don't have a private tuition room. Alright, so actually that's one more thing I'm going to do. So, since I talked about it, let's extend this out. And let's put in a lecture theater right here. So that's 3 squares out, a little bit of a hallway, and let's put in a door. So a side entrance right here. That should be good. And yeah, 3 squares. So I'm going to make the lecture or the tutorial room 3 squares long. So let's just get that construction done quickly while we're here. And let's put in the lecture or not lecture theater, private tuition room. Okay, so there we go. Let's put the door right by the entrance on the far side. And all we really need is just the desk and the chalkboard, and that's all we need for the beginning. Oops, let's move it so it's lined up. There we go. Okay, so I think that's everything we need to start our little sports center here. It looks pretty clean so far. I can extend out the staff room northways. I can make the shower a little bit longer, and I can extend this out. And then if I wanted to extend, I don't really have much room to work with on this side, but I could extend the dorm out this way and down, and then I have a little bit of a hallway set up, so if I need to set up any more rooms here, I can do that. So year 2, I'm probably going to need another lecture hall. I actually haven't. I do want to get a janitor that has the ability to upgrade because. Alright, so let's take the lollygagger just for now and then set the upgrade to go. Okay, so I did upgrade to level 4, which is not even close to getting that yet. And if you did want to really work on the campus before, it's not too hard to get up to level 6 for the campus. Then you can even take out the big loan and improve everything, but already just kind of building the basics, I can get up to a $50,000 loan. I'm not going to do that just yet, though. So let us begin the year and just see what Cheeseball is like. So 16 student intake, 15 course points to spend, but we're just going to start anyway. Okay, how does this course look? So, yeah, 4 beds at 5 students being occupied by 1 bed. Oh, I forgot the air conditioner. And before I get too far, maybe I should add a couple air conditioners to the area around just to make sure. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn on the view of the heat just to make it a little bit easier to see where I need to put air conditioning for the time being. So the door for the Omnicure is there. So let's put the air conditioning unit here, and then we'll do something similar with the staff room. You don't necessarily need to line it up with, it's actually better if you put something towards the middle because it works in a radial pattern. So we have that. Let's put another air conditioning unit. If we move the bench over to outside the Omnicure, and then put this here, then if we copy the air conditioner, that should have a little bit better of a reach. Now, we definitely want to make it so that it's not too hot. Let's put one here, and let's put the last air conditioning unit here for now, and it can always be moved later. So I think that cools off the stuff for the most part. This room still seems a bit hot, so how is the... So the thermal comfort is 71%, so that seems pretty good. But if we were to move that out of the way, then the thermal comfort would be 61%. So actually, and then where am I here? So thermal comfort 91%? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, let's put this back here. Okay, so if we're going to compete with the county's cheeseballing elite, we need to invest in the campus and its academic exercise course. Improve our facilities to support our students' cheeseballing aspirations. Remember, there's no I in cheese, it's mostly just milk. Oh, hilarious. Okay, so.
Students should make a good first impression.
Yes, they
No
should.
pressure.
Jumbo Megacorp would be delighted to compete in your first cheeseball match. Don't worry, we won't go easy on you just because we're friends. Of course, it would be a real shame if you lost so badly that you never play again. Just remember, for people like you, it's the talking part, then giving up that counts. Okay, so what is our next...
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it.
Try scheduling a cheeseball match in the cheeseball field. So I guess that's going to be our first objective. So, schedule a cheeseball match against the Jumbo Mega Team. Play the Jumbo Mega Team at Cheeseball. So, let's see. Set up an event. Jumbo Mega Team. If we win, we get 5,000. Recommended student level 17. So, you know what? If we win, then great. I don't think we're meant to because this is kind of the prerequisite. So we'll set that up. Can we move this closer? Nope. Okay, so book that event. Alright, so the heat is a bit high in some parts of this. Not a lot I can really do. Okay, so that helped a little bit. So the thermal comfort is 82%.
Announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Alright, so they're going to be using the wardrobe quite a bit. So what I'm going to do for the time being is just put in another wardrobe. Whoops. Another wardrobe. Okay, that's going to help out a little bit for now. Alright, so this is Cheeseball. And the Lecturn just got leveled up, so that's going to help out at the beginning. Alright, so I'm guessing we're the home team because this is our court. And... Alright. I think we are just getting dominated. So we got 2 X's, they have 2 checks, and... Okay.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Alright, so I guess we just got completely crushed. Do we at least get the award? You call that a cheeseball team? How very embarrassing. They made the scrumptious art of cheese flinging look strange, unnatural, and dairy-free. You'll never sniff the sweet stench of the cheesy goblet with players like that, never. Okay. It was a tale of two halves in your first cheeseball match. Unfortunately, both of them were a total disaster. Better attract better student applicants by promoting our academic exercise course with marketing campaigns. Okay, so marketing I remember from 2 Point Hospital, and let's see how they handle it in 2 Point Campus. So we have to build a marketing office. Alright, so what do we need for a marketing office? How big do they have to be? So marketing office has to be at least a 3x3. So we could put another one in here. Okay. Let's extend the building out a little bit. So make it a 3x3, and let's move this down. Alright, so we're going to have the marketing office right next to the private tutor. And let's just see how that works. Okay.
No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
So the Lecturn needs to be upgraded, but we're not going to bother doing that yet. So let's get our marketing office put in. So 3x3, it's easy enough to hit. And let's put the door right next to the private tutor. So we need a marketing table and a marketing desk. Pretty similar to how 2 Point Hospital ran it. So marketing table and a marketing desk, and let's put that right there. Let's move this up a little bit so that there's no congestion at the door. And that should fix that. So room capacity is at 8. Okay, so let's start a new campaign. Exercise academic exercise campaign. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't know what we really need yet. Convince people of their own potentially non-existent athletic ability by putting overly congratulatory posters at the top of relatively short sets of stairs. Wow, nice one, champ. Okay. Alright, so 5,000 to start that. We can do that easily. Complete one marketing campaign. A grade academic exercise, private tuition sessions, and level 5 rooms. We need 5 level 5 rooms, so we don't have any of those yet. We're definitely going to have to expand some of these rooms out. So pretty soon we're going to be taking out loans. I think some of these I'm probably going to finish between year 1 and 2, as I'm kind of extending everything out, but let's see. So 1 marketing campaign and 30 private tuition centers. So have the students started learning anything yet? I'm actually probably going to need another teacher soon. I don't like that one though. And how are our students doing? So students are actually not doing too bad. So we have 2 that we could get putting into the private tuition so far. Actually, I mean, if we have to get up to 30 private tuition sessions, then might as well try and get everybody that's even below a B in there. So we can't we could technically upgrade the Lecturn. You know, it's always worth it to try and do that. So let's get that done. So we do have a librarian. Let's put in... Okay, I don't know if we necessarily need security yet, but we are going to need security and aerodynamics because those are 2 that I like. So let's get this guy. Alright, so we got a pretty decent janitor, even though he has dry mouth. Clear these off. Yeah, so we lost, and I guess we got 0 rewards. So, not much we can do for that. And... Alright, so the main objective is just to complete the marketing campaign. It requires an assistant with marketing. So, can we hire an assistant that has marketing? Alright, so bin blindness and squeaky clean. That's a weird combination. So, let's just hire you in and just see where we go from here. So, we're at the top speed right now. It looks like October is where they're doing their first class. Oh, I forgot to put in an air conditioning unit. So let's put the air conditioning unit right there. That should help out a fair bit. And I guess we're going to have to copy one more down here. Okay, so air conditioning is definitely going to be a major issue for this. It looks like you're going to have to use a lot more than you need for the radiators. A club. Okay, so I'm thinking probably the speed walking club is going to be the best choice for this because it adds healthiness. So it improves. What is it? Okay. So it's definitely going to improve healthiness a fair bit. Let's see if I can actually go over the items and just figure out which one would be the best. So, Nature Club increases attractiveness, Nature Club recruitment. They maintain campus attractiveness, so that doesn't seem like it'd be the best option. Hmm. Club members learn faster. I don't think that's going to be a big issue here. I think this is going to be more physically based. The Power Nap Club might be a good one too. So I think I'm going to put down a Power Nap Club and a Speed Walking Club. So the best place would be to put them pretty close to your main building, and let's set them up right near the first class. Alright, so we have one assistant that's in marketing, and we have one assistant that's in the library. Can we hire another one that can kind of focus on that a bit more? So I don't know if we're going to need the pastoral care, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need the medical care for sure. So I'm going to hold off on hiring you. Let's hire a librarian and he can work on the recruitment stand for now. And yeah, I'm not going to bother with the pastoral care. How is this guy? Ugh, pin blindness. Okay. Alright, so.
To unblock toilets. Lovely.
Okay, so those are going to be my two clubs for this one. And I already have people signing up for the speed walking. Yeah, I think the good thing about not setting it to a prioritize is that when the assistant doesn't have anything going on here, he'll kind of wander off. But if you set it to prioritize, then they're essentially going to be stuck there indefinitely. Alright, so my monthly profit is not great. Oh, we got an experience bonus, so yeah, for the last level, that's what I was talking about, where it showed that I was only getting like 247,000 for the year. But because of experience bonuses, I was getting like a ton per month. Alright, so the marketing campaign is going. I guess this is the build up, so applicants generated 1. Okay. Now I probably could hire another assistant. I don't know what it would do for the moment. So I'm just going to stick with the 1 for now and just kind of stick with a very basic build for the time being. And then in year 2, oh, the Lecturn is almost upgraded, so hopefully they finish that soon. But yeah, I think for year 2, I'm really going to upgrade everything in the off season and try and get some of these rooms up to level 5 easy. Like the dorm is going to be the easiest one to hit level 5, and then we'll see after that. But yeah, there's a fair bit of space to move to improve the student lounge. It's just a matter of deciding where I want to move things to. Okay.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Right. So, is there anything I should add yet? So, student union I can't afford yet. Medical office, not yet. Staff room, I already have one. Marketing office, computer lab, no, I'm not bothering with any of the other courses for the time being. I don't see the point of having these. Okay, what is a gym? Improves health, used on a range of courses. Requires teacher. Okay. Where would I put a gym? Okay, let's actually extend this building out a few more squares. So let's make the gym go like this, and okay, so how big does the gym have to be? I didn't notice that was there before. So it has to be a minimum of 4 by 3. Okay, so I think I can fit that. So I'm actually gonna put another door in and then put the gym down here. And then this way, if I need to extend out, I can at least provide another hallway here. Alright, so we're going to cancel that for now. So it has to be at least a 4 by 3. So we want... let's put enough space in for a 5 by 4. Yeah, I think that should be good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, actually 5 by 6. So that'll be a decent size for a gym, I think. So we got that, and let's add another door here. Okay, that should be good.
The sports match is starting on campus. Go team.
Okay. I think this is actually turning into a decent setup right from the beginning. So 5 by 6. Okay, so it's double doors, so it's kind of similar to the way the cooking was, and so you need a basketball hoop, and then it's built. But it looks like you can add a lot more to here. So let's just go with the basketball and air conditioning units. So let's put one here. Okay, so one there and one here. That should keep the hallway fairly cool. Let's put one more in the dorm just to kind of get them off my back a little bit. And one more up here. So if it does turn out that they are getting too cool, then I can fix that later, but let's put 2 in the gym just because it's probably going to be insanely hot. So we have our gym, we have some exercise private tuition sessions already going, so I don't think we're going to fit 30 in by the end of year 1. But the main thing is to get the level 5 rooms. That's going to be the big challenge, especially since it looks like money's going to be getting a bit tight. So speed walking sign, we can put that. Let's put one by the dorm first. Right by the bench. And let's put another one somewhere outside. How about here? Okay, so that looks good. So yeah, I think speed walking and the nap. That's going to be good ones here. That'll keep their energy up, and if I need to worry about attractiveness, then I'll focus on getting more janitors. So we have 12 members for the speed walking and 0 for the power nap. Excuse me.
Needed in library.
Okay, gender needed in the library. So you're not really confined here, I don't think. I think you can leave at any point. We do have the staff room, so we have the staff room and the student lounge. So we're not going to have to worry too much about the students' recovery for the time being, or their happiness. Yep, so everybody's fine for the time being. And yeah, year 1 has just been your basic setup year, and I think it looks pretty good so far. So if I need to add a hallway, I'm probably going to put it close to the marketing. And then maybe I'll end up making the marketing room just a touch bigger, but the private tuition room doesn't... I don't think it really has to be big because I mean, it's always just a limit of 2 people. Sleepy sheep. Okay, let's put some of those around. So we have 9,000. Let's put a sleepy sheep near the marketing. The marketing room, and one by the library. Let's put it, beside the bench. And yeah, that should be good. And how about over here? So we have 3 sleepy sheep signs and 2 of the speed walking signs. It doesn't really say what they do. Um, yeah, I wish it gave a bit of a better description.
Project complete.
Okay, so we have 2 people working the clubs here. Okay, okay, so I completed the marketing campaign, and I don't really know what it did. Um, okay, Education Minister Tarkin Foxbridge has asked that we improve our sports course assessment score. We'll receive some additional funding from the ministry if Tarkin can take all the credits. Okay, so average academic exercise assessment score of 64. We can probably get that. Jasmine visits, so good. We got busy promoting her highly anticipated follow-up album even more by making surprise appearances all over the county and shocking the public in the name of publicity. It looks like the campus is next. So, okay, so if happiness is good, then we'll get another 10,000. And yes, so the assessment score for exercise, improve assessment scores by running classes, completing assignments, and providing private tuition, highly trained teachers, nicer environments, better equipment, and general happiness will also help. So, we're at 54 for that. Um, yeah, we were expecting you. So, I'm not quite sure how to... I think just improving the rooms is going to be the very basic part for that. And we got a fair amount this month, so 7,900 from just experience. Da, 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 So the attractiveness level is not great for here, but it is hygienic, and I think we might get at least part of the credit for it. So we got the Lecturn up to level 3. We could probably get rid of the janitor soon, because he's a lollygagger. I think that was the problem with him. So their level is going up pretty good. What is our students' grade at? Let's see here. Okay, so the lowest are some D's. So let's get you guys that are not doing well sent in the private tutor, and even some of the C's. Send in, oh, no, not all the C's. Okay, so we need a pastoral care room. Okay. I didn't think we would, but I guess we do. Now, oops. The medical office I can make a little bit bigger. So I'm going to improve that to a 4x3. And then I'm going to put the pastoral office up here. And while I'm at it, I might as well make it so that the shower room's just a touch bigger. So let's make the door here, and let's add one more shower. Now I'm going to put the pastoral office here, but I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Do I actually have enough? Yes, I do. Okay, so where would be a good spot for it? So it has to be at least a 3x3. And let's actually make it so that you are here, because I mean, it's not like the building can extend out that way. We need a door, so let's put the door here for now, and all you really need is just the chairs, and that's it for the pastor office. We just have to hire a pastor. Okay, so we don't really have one available. Yeah, this is something that... Did I get rid of it? I think I might have got rid of it. So let's get rid of some of these ones that have somewhat negative stats. This one's actually a really good marketer, so I don't really want to get rid of him. But we have 2 that are just happy. So let's try and let's hope for a pastor then. I probably should have hired one, I just wasn't sure if we would need it. Okay, so what are they requesting? Records cubicle? Okay, so I was going to put one in, I just forgot. So let's line the rector's cubicle up with the wall a little bit. So there we go, 3 tiles on each side. Okay, our XP bonuses are pretty good. The smogly salamanders have challenged us to a cheeseball match. So we need level 5. I think we have lots of level 5 ones here, so let's just go ahead and schedule that event. And period's already booked, so I guess I could put in. I guess I just don't have time this year. So yeah, I guess they're gonna have to wait. So can't do that challenge because there's not enough time left in the year. Okay, a love bench, we can definitely do that. So let's put the love bench right over here. And these are the rounded potted bushes. If I had the nature club, I'd probably switch those out with the topiaries, but there's no point in having the nature club items if you don't have nature club students. So I'm just going to leave that as is. And yeah, we can't do the game at the moment because we don't have enough time. I probably could put another court in here. It's just, it's not, actually I don't have enough money. I'd have to take out a loan just to put in a room to get 1,000, which wouldn't be worth it. Okay, so yeah, the bathroom can be extended a couple squares out this way eventually as we need it, but 2 seems to be enough toilets for the time being. Oh, forgot to put in an air conditioning unit. There we go. And do we have a pastor yet? Nope, no pastor yet. We do have a medical guy, but I actually have, yeah, I have a medical student, or a medical teacher, assistant. Just no pastor yet, so 4 days. 3, 2, 1. Come on, pastor. And, oh, that's the teacher. Whoops, so, no, we don't want that one. No, we don't want that guy. That's actually a pretty crappy marketer. I thought he was good, so I guess sometimes when you're not paying attention, it just starts replacing them randomly anyway.
Students are reminded to be in
I wish there could be like a save feature for if you find a good one that you want to have save that spot. Okay, that monthly profit was much, much less. Let's see here. So, pastor. Yep, we got a pastor, and he's squeaky clean, so there we go. We have our pastor. Maybe put in another... Okay, so... Yeah, I'm going to make another door here, just so that... I saw one person going all the way around. It's easier if we just have a second door. Alright, so that's going to take care of that objective. He's not going to fail out, hopefully. Okay, so the pastor part is done. And... Yep, so... Yeah, I think year 2 is going to be pretty good for this course.
Students are reminded to find themselves.
So this is Cheeseball, where it looks like your team looks like rats, and they're throwing cheese at each other, and you use a grater paddle to try and stop that. So no current requests. Yeah, we can't really do anything about that for the time being. So the gym I don't think is going to be too hard to get up to level 5. It's just a matter of once I get a little bit of money, I'm probably going to take out all the loans, and if I hit level 6 by the end of this year, or when I'm kind of working on organizing things between years, then I'm going to be able to take out the $250 loan and just kind of go nuts with upgrading everything, and then once that's done, year 2 is probably going to have a lot more income. Okay.
To stay hydrated.
So this is Cheeseball. Yeah, it's a grader. And it doesn't really tell you the score or anything. But they're wearing rat and mouse masks. What a weird looking sport. But then I guess they said the same thing about Quidditch for Harry Potter. It just seemed to make very little sense. Alright, so we have the medical office about to be used. Okay, so what are they requesting now? So we can't do the cheese ball challenge because there's not enough time. That's just your standard monthly profits. Okay, so we did hit the assessment goal, so 10,000, or maybe we didn't. Okay, so train one staff member in academic exercise. Okay, so we're going to need a training room eventually. So I think the next lot that I'm going to take is probably going to be this one. And yeah, just kind of maybe set up another dorm in here. And so yeah, you do have a bit of a building to work with. And it looks like there's enough room that if I need to put in another field, which I probably will, I can put it there. Or yeah, this doesn't look like there's nearly enough room for another field. So I'm definitely going to take this lot here. But it's 75,000. So that's going to be a bit of an expensive field to take. But the loans certainly help. So yeah, you don't want to take one of the lots that's way across because, I mean, unless your dormitory is at the very edge, which ours clearly isn't, then taking the farthest course is just going to make it so that the travel time is too intense. Okay. So the private tuition courses are going pretty well. We have 6 of 30. And I think for the next term, I'm probably going to add one more of the private tuition rooms. And if I build the hallway across here, then the private tuition room I'm going to be able to add fairly easily. Okay, so they're just doing the inspections right now. And the year's over. Okay, so let's just quickly view the awards. Really loud music. So no failures, no awards, and that's it. Alright, so that is the end of year one. We have to get two more academic exercise teachers, build up the level a little bit. So we're just short of campus level 6. But by hiring the teachers here, it's probably going to bump it up. So why don't I just check what's available now? So Iron Bladder and Gross and Dry Mouth. So let's skip both of those and let's see what we get. An even worse one.
The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus.
So one good thing is that the teachers add quite a bit to your campus level.
The summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
There we go. This is probably going to bump us up to level 6. There we go. So at this point, oh, there's a textbook worm. At this point, I can take out the loans, and I'm going to take out all 3, which is going to give me almost $500,000. And between this and my next video, I'm just going to work on upgrading quite a bit here. Like I said, I'm going to put in another private tutor area. I'm probably going to expand the gym, work on the dormitory a bit because I can take in, let's see, I can take in 24 students at 7,000. Actually, reset that to default. If you increase the tuition, it will be better. Like, it seems to be a better choice just to increase the tuition because the learning rate don't really have much trouble with, but I'd rather get a bit more in the tuition than worry about like being short of money. So if we apply those changes, we're going to get 24 more students in, confirm, So, yeah, I'm definitely going to take this slot here and work on getting another cheese field in. Expand on the dormitory a bit because I'm going to have a total of how many students? So 16 and 24, so that'll be. What is it? My head's just not working right. So that'll be 40 students altogether. So I'm going to need.
The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
So I'm going to need at least 8 beds and just improve my dormitory a little bit. Make sure that that it stays pretty cool, and probably add in that weird love bed, and then just build up here, get another cheeseball field, and just improve some of this stuff. The lecture halls don't really have to be big. Like, it was the beginning of Spiffinmoore that they give you a lecture hall that is probably the width of both the lecture hall I have here and the bathroom, and then it has like a extra square on the end of both sides. It's just like, I don't know why you would need a lecture hall that big, because you get the Lecturn up to level 3, and what is it? So that's 50% additional learning power. You could fill it with a whole bunch of the speakers and the mouth. What is it called? Quickly check. You could fill it with speakers and the auto cue, and try and get that learning power up a little bit more. But once you put a few items in, I think there's something called diminishing returns that it wouldn't be 4%. You'd get like a little bit less. So I think it's good to try and vary the items that you put in. Like for this one, you could try and fill it up with a whole bunch of those, or like the training room, you could fill it up with the brain pods, the brain jars. But I don't think that each one adds 4%. I think it's diminishing each time, because I mean, it was saying that there was only 18% learning power, and I should have had 80 if each one was 4%. Anyway, that is it for what is it called? Fluffborough for the first year. So I just have a bit of work to do, and here's my next campus. I can easily fit another field right here, and then just extend this out. Yeah, I think that's probably the best option, because if I want any more rooms, I'm going to expand the building out. Got another bookworm. And that's where I'm leaving this video off. So thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good night.